Okay, I'm sorry, you guys, but I had to come in because I just had to get this card, and then I had to I need to go get some water because I was hot while I was outside. But let me finish explaining, and I'm gonna talk a little slower because I was trying to talk, but I was talking too fast. So we're gonna pick back up where we were. About what I was saying, to just move back into that. I think that the whole essence of me not transitioning, building off of everything that I learned and everything that I knew initially from just being a prophet and knowing God by learning from him straight from God, I had to just find my own way. And so I wanted to say that next. And what I was trying to say was I kind of got held back because when I made the decision to pray for something in a way that I thought it would transition me from where I was and help me to be in a different place with him. But I thought I would still be the same in whatever way I was conceiving that. And I prayed for what I prayed for, but it wasn't time for me to be praying for what I was praying for. But the church that I was going to in the time where I was, basically, I didn't really need to be there because they weren't teaching me exactly what I needed to be taught. And so I had to give the recognition to myself of knowing that who I was in the time where I was at when I was praying. I rushed God, and I was basically rushing God because I was praying for things out of order of his will, and it wasn't what he wanted for me at the time. And it was gonna put me in a place where he didn't want me to be because I wasn't meant to be where I was supposed to be praying for. No, I wasn't meant to be where I was going to be if I had been where I was praying to be. So with all that said, I was just basically trying to say that this poem, line by line, just means I want to praise you. Let me cry, come before you. I want to praise you. Understanding all your words are true. I want to praise you. Let our love flow like the peaceful seas. I want to praise you. Just all of this whole poem means I want to praise you, and especially pour praise into my heart, and I will worship you. Because you know what I should do? I should do a video on the difference between praising and worshiping. That would be good to teach. That would be good. But and then another poem that I have that I'm gonna read. Let me see. I think this is a good one to give. Okay, and let's see. And I'm just gonna go into what I think it means. I don't actually remember writing this one, but we'll see. Let me cry as I come before you, understanding all my words as they flow from my tongue. Let my words be like sea of your flowing waters, exceedingly full of grace. My heart with your abundance of love, overflow my cup with your wine, and fill my desperate needs with your desire. It be in your will, help me fulfill my promises, and as you reign, my King, I praise you, and you reside in my forever. As a healing Father, I worship you. I worship you. I worship you. You are worthy. So this is how I felt about a little bit about how I love God. That's a lot. A lot about how I love God. Because my book that I'm writing is called The Dark. And my mom has this, what do I call it? They're CDs, and they're called the Pulse of Forgiveness CDs. I got motivated and inspired by that. And in the book The Dark, there's a poem that talks about the pulse of love, and I believe it's titled and called The Pulse of Love. And it says something about how the pulse of love is the truth of love, and within the truth of love there is fullness of desire and passion and purity. And in my pulse of love for God, in my pulse of love for myself, and the two of the partners that I've ever had in my whole entire life, I've desired purely passion for purely the love that I have out of my heart set, that no matter what, they knew very much, was always able to be assured that I loved them. One, I succeeded in knowing that I love them, but the second one, I mean to have this, but I promise you, I'm talking about natural lovers, not just God, but I promise you, this second lover is like, it's not a hardship, but see, just saying that it's not a hardship is moving towards being able to, because the one thing I do believe is that cultivating that you always love someone, cultivating that you're forever loved with that one person, within that one relationship that you're in with that one person, is cultivating the passion and desire itself that's within that love. I know that it takes strength, it takes dedication, it takes motivation, it takes time, it takes the will, and sometimes you just have to sit and soak, just like you sit and soak. Well, I don't believe, because it depends on how you serve God, because some people, God wouldn't allow you to sit and soak into anyone, in your love for anyone else other than him, but that's just how God is. But for me, I like to sit and soak in little moments in time where I'm just like, I love this person. Like, man, I really, truly love this person. I have a true desire to love this person, a true love for this person, a true passion to cultivate myself, to motivate myself, to aspire to love this person. And the promises that I tell, the vows that I make, the swears that I keep, the oaths that I never forsaken, is for the sake of my own peace, my own sanctity. And with God, it's also for like the granted knowledge and the everything that he gives to me, but everything that I am allowed to give to him, because God doesn't have to allow anything to be between me and him. And the reason why I find God so great right now is because of his forgiveness. He has this immaculate way of forgiveness that really just cultivates itself within others, because it's like every time that I speak to him, it's never about unforgiveness. It's never about hurt. It's never about pain. It's never about anything unless it's on my terms to have come to him and say, I am hurt, I am pained, I am feeling like I cannot forgive this person for what they've done, which is very rare, that last one, but it's because I am always talking to him. And so what happened to me was, when I got in a place to where I couldn't hear God's voice, I didn't choose to get depressed, and it didn't come upon me. I wasn't sad about it. I was mad about it a couple times. I was a little bit angry sometimes too. But I was really mainly just upset because I didn't understand, like, how could I go from 17, 18, 19, because I'm 20, 19 years of living and speaking to you, and now I'm hearing this voice all the time in my head and around me that's telling me, hey, I'm God, and because that's a whole different story, but just listen. I go through voices and I have mental health, but spiritually I have a battle against the enemy where he literally speaks to me and he'll tell me I am God, and he'll tell me like he doesn't love me, he doesn't care about me, I'm not anything. I don't know, he tells me a lot of different things, and he makes situations that are based on what happens around me that hurts me, and he tries to make it seem like I should be embarrassed, I should feel a certain type of way about myself because of the way that I look, or the way that I dress, or what I have or what I don't have, the lacking of the places where I lack, or the places where I just don't suffice to be what I already know in my head that I see suffices to be good enough. But he never focuses on, and I'm going to say this out loud knowing that he can hear me, knowing that things are about to change. He never focuses on the things that I find great, the things that I find good, the things that I find to be enough. Because the enemy, I just want to say this because I've dealt with sides and different like auras and different personalities of the enemy, different voices and different opinions, different mindsets of who he really is. And so the devil is a liar, he's a thief, and he's a murderer. The devil is a manipulator, but he speaks lies, but he can also speak truth. And the main thing that Christians don't really hold to, like, believe that, is that the devil can speak truth. Like, he can literally speak truth, because that's how he tricks a lot of Christians anyways, because they don't believe in him and him having any truth in him. But he can attack you with the truth so easily because you always expect him to lie. So he turns your truth into a lie just by deceiving and manipulating you and manipulating what you believe to be true. And he makes it a lie by telling you the truth and then spinning it in your own head. But the way that he operates is like, he creates images of who he is through words to make you expect him to do things because he has no actions. He doesn't have the ability to have actions against you unless you can see visions and you can see things and you can feel things, unless you're spiritual. But I'm not talking about spiritual people right now. I'm talking about, because I'm trying to help people who can't even get into the spirit but are in tune with what they can hear that is happening in the spirit. He's gonna attack you wherever he can find that you are strong, because he is weak. He is very weak. His mindset is weak. His comprehension isn't weak. His understanding isn't weak, but his mindset itself, in my opinion, is weak. Because everything that you can hear when you listen to someone, you can hear what they want from you. You can hear what they need from you. You can hear their intentions. You can hear their motivation. And he comes from the motivation of he wants to take whatever is meaningful to you and make it seem like that's what he wants, or that's what he needs, or whatever is your main, whatever he's trying to take from you. He wants that to be what attracts you to him, right? You get out of my video.
No.
Don't come over here, because I'm gonna upload this on YouTube. Please.
Don't upload this on YouTube. Cut this part on smacking this up.
Anyways, so I just wanted to say that, because the only thing that you really have to do to be able to fight the enemy when he's using voices against you, his own voice against you, is just to, one, have the understanding that you are who you are and stand on that. Be bold in that. Stay true to that. Just have that understanding with you always. Like, just don't let him make you question yourself on who you are at all.
Oogly boogly woogly, shut up.
Don't pay attention to foolishness. Don't doubt yourself.
So that's foolishness?
And don't
doubt yourself every day if you ain't got no money because you're broke.
I'm sorry, y'all. I'm sorry.
If you're broke, would you
But I just wanted to say that because, like, I know that people be going through, like, but every day I just try to do what the Lord asks me to do. I just try to do what I know God wants me to do and needs me to do. I'm trying to be obedient to Him. My needs, my wants fall under His will, meaning, like, despite what I want, despite what I need, if it's not in His will, I won't have it, because I have the understanding that living without God, one cause of, like, I feel like the main cause of people living without God is just not following through what He says. But actually, no, not that. The main cause is coming outside of His will and moving against Him, moving out of His will, which is, like, to me, that's impossible, because it's crazy. Like, how could you move outside of God's will?
Impossible?
But it actually isn't. So I try my hardest to just stay unconditional to Him, truthful, honest, and pure. Whenever I go to God, I go to Him with my whole heart, with my whole being, because I am His, and I understand that despite everything that happens to me and despite everything that happens around me, I know that when I am with God and I can hear Him and I'm allowed to speak with Him. I'm sorry, I'm getting so distracted because
wait,
you back here doing all that. But I'm gonna keep going.
You gonna upload this on YouTube still? If you upload this to YouTube and I find out if I'm on the video, I'm smacking this up. I'm not playing, bro.
I think that my brother just totally threw me off, bro. Simply understanding who you are, because there's a you within God, and there's a you within yourself. You have to be truthful with who you are within God and who you are within yourself. And when who you are within yourself, I mean your spirit, man. Who you are, I mean you, your flesh and yourself. And then who you are within God is just fully who you are. People say, like, it's because I think some people believe that just because I do this or I say this, I sin. And it's not about being seen or unseen. It's about simply just knowing that, how do I come to Him when I am who I am? Period. Like, you could be the cleanest person who's never sinned, never cussed, never murdered, never stolen, never anything, and you still don't know how to come to God. And I just wanted to say, like, honesty is the best way to come to God. He loves honesty. When He wants to hear from you, He wants to hear from you. So He wants to hear who you are. He wants to hear the wholeheartedness of who you are, the whole abundance of your heart, the whole truth of your tale. Not a story that is untrue, but a story that is true to you. So sometimes in life you just have to, I'm saying all this because I wanted to say, in life, your main motivation should be staying true to yourself. And this is why I say this, because you are who you are. So if you're not in the main motivation of staying true to yourself, then you're not going to be who you are. And then everything that falls into that, around that, and within that, it doesn't apply, because you don't have the honesty of just this is who I am. I am who I am. Because to me, this is how I am. I'm saying, I am who I am. This is who I am within who I am. I am who I am. And I'm finna write that down real quick. Give me 1 second, please. Where's that piece of paper?
I need a piece of paper.
I am who I am. This is who I am.
Mama,
With
you in the bathroom. You in the bro? What you doing? You taking a boo boo?
this is
This is in the restroom. Can you order some honey buns? Honey buns.
I am who I am. This is who I
Why
am.
not?
Within who I am, this is me. Give me 1 second. Can you stop yelling?
Shut up, you monkey.
No, you're disrespectful.
Shut up and leave me alone before I snap the mess out you. Real talk.
So, I am who I am. This is who I am. Within who I am, this is me. And that means, the first line just means I am. Second line means that is who I am. I'm not going into a whole bunch of details about who I am, but I'm just saying that. And then within whom I am, this is me. So I'm really saying like I am me, like, but I'm saying it in 3 different ways because there's 3 different parts. I believe this, to be truthfully honest. There's 3 different parts of yourself. There's you, meaning your flesh. There's you, meaning your spirit man. And there's you, meaning your soul man. And then your flesh operates your mind. Your spirit man operates your heart. And your soul man operates... No, your soul man operates your body. No, your spirit man operates your body. And then your soul man operates your spirit. I just messed up. Your flesh operates your mind. Your soul operates your heart. And your spirit operates your body. Okay? So, that's why I said, I am who I am. This is who I am. Within who I am, this is me. I am who I am, my flesh. This is who I am, my soul. Within who I am, my spirit man, this is me. So the whole. You get it, you get it, you get it. So there's like reasons as to why you do things. Some people like me, I be thinking it's psychosis. But it's not psychosis. Some people like me, I do things, you can call it spontaneous, but I'm not really saying that it's spontaneous. I'm saying that it's an instant thing that I don't think through, that I don't realize I'm going to do it before I do it. I know I'm doing it while I'm doing it, but I don't realize that there's no like, after I do it, like there's no like recognition of like, I thought that through before I did it. Or I thought that through while I was doing it. No, it's just like an instant thing that I do. And it's because I have alive within me. Some people don't, they live and they don't even awaken all of who they are. And then it dies or it just never comes alive, you know? I call those type of people like the Walking Dead. But you have to like, now my dog is barking. You have to be aware and awaken yourself. I'm not saying this like I'm a witch. I'm not saying this like this is a spiritual demonic thing. I'm not saying that this is anything that's like vile or demonic. No, I'm saying spiritually, even as a prophet, but even as a human, without even having to get in the spirit, you should be able to awaken yourself and your senses. If you can do it, trust me, it's not demonic. Because if you can awaken your hearing, awaken your your sense of smell, your eyes, your eyesight, your taste, the tongue. Then you have senses, and then if your whole self has senses, then imagine how you could be if you awaken your whole self and your capacity of understanding, your capacity of ability, your capacity of not. This is not no Lucy type stuff. I'm being for real. Their capacity of everything that you can operate in that is allowed by God can be allowed because you allow it. You know what I'm saying? So I just wanted to get into some other stuff. But I'm going to read one more poem and then I'm done. If I can find it. Oh, I know where it is. It's under you. Now, I know I'm talking about death, but trust me, I'm not a witch, okay? It's just a poem. I'm saying that because it's like people be freaking out and shit, and I just be like, ooh, did I just cuss? I'm sorry. People be freaking out and stuff, and I'm like, girl, calm down. Okay, so this is the poem I'm gonna read. And this poem will be in my book, but I'm gonna read it and hopefully that it doesn't get out there in any wrong way. I'm serene as my breath leaves me behind. My wounds shaped in my mind of forgotten memories matter to me more now in a moment that shall last forever. Other wounds fall to the motherland of my decay. To be an ethereal death, mortality becomes me. Okay, I'm going to explain that in the next video, but I really got to go do some things. I want some Starbucks and everything, so I have to go. Okay, love y'all. Bye.